Learning hybrid photography, one day at a time.
Become a smarter photographer every day at discovermirrorless.com.
It's free and phone and tablet friendly.
Got a great email from a solid shooter over in Ohio and a good, super guy. Glad to reconnect with Joe Smithberger. Asking question about, have I tested any of the high CRI LEDs? And the answer is yes, sir. And we have not written about any of them really. You'll see some of them buried in our vlog posts because they're just not ready for we photographers yet. Here's what I mean. A CRI is the color rendering index, and that's the scale in which we measure light quality for photography, videography, right? The sun is as close to the perfect light source as there is, and it has a CRI, a score from 0 to 100 of 100. And we want to have our artificial lighting as close to that high CRI as possible. We kind of have the dividing line for premium level photography. We need a light, whether it be a flash or available light or an LED, that has a CRI of 90 or higher in order to give us the light quality that we need. Well, the CRI values are kind of being abused a little bit. The way of calculating CRI is a little loosey-goosey, and it's being kind of beaten around a little bit by some of the manufacturers. Now, that doesn't mean that I'm pointing any fingers or I'm causing any problems here. I'm certainly not. The leader in the big boy LEDs is the light panel folks. Now, follow me on this. The governments of various countries have mandated that most big companies need to reduce their power consumption, right? The whole go green thing, well, it's real. So the LED panels that are being sold right now are primarily for television production and cine production from companies that can afford it. Because we're talking about a 12-inch by 12-inch LED panel that runs off battery or AC power is anywhere from $900 to $1,900, depending on how bright it is, how dense the LEDs are, how much control you have over it, if it's remotely controllable. Well, those are not going to be a solution for still photographers. If we take a look at my buddy Rick Farrell, for instance, Rick Farrell, well-known portrait photographer, right? Probably the best posing instructor in the universe. We're experimenting with Rick, my guinea pig buddy, and flipping his gorgeous studio over to a hybrid studio. So what I want to do is I want to replace every one of the strobes that are built in his studio. And he's got the overhead support, the whole thing, with LED. Why? I want Rick to be able to shoot still photos with LED and video using LED, obviously, anytime he wants to. And with camera technology, the way it is now, we're going to be able to have full photo sessions with LED lights set up in our classic photo lighting styles, right? So that's where it's all going to go. Are we ready there now? Not even if you want to throw a ton of money is this a good solution, Joe. Really. Say you rob a bunch of gas stations over there in Canton, Ohio, and you have $500,000 to spare. I still wouldn't suggest that you do it, bro, just because there's a lot of holdbacks. Bottom line is the affordable LED panels. Now, we're talking about big studio pro grade LED panels. They still have a green shift problem. So we're having to put magenta gels on those. So, Joe, if you take a look at some of the videos like that big Tootsie Roll shoot where you see two 12 by 12 LEDs in there, those are Bowen's Limelights. They are not the adjustable color temperature one. They were a little green. I threw in a 1/8 minus green. That's a magenta gel in order to correct those out. And I did push the color temperature down around 4,700 K. So that's not a great solution. And those are $900 a piece. Not sure, to be honest with you, buddy, if I would buy those. Now, they've loaned them to me and I'm using them. And I'm told I'm going to trade them in for ones that are a little better. And hopefully they can keep the cost down and get ready. So when it comes to small portable LED stuff, like this is what I'm shooting here right now. In fact, behind me, those track lights are color corrected. Those are Solux 5,000 K, I think, and nice CRI on those. And I'm using two LEDs here. I'm using a big LED here with adjustable color temperature. And then on camera, I've got the small Manfrotto, not even the 840, the one down. Forgive me for not knowing those exact numbers. But we're using LED, the portable battery-powered LED, for little jobs like this without any issue. And the CRI is high enough. The main light that I've got here is from Dotline, DLC, and that is their 360 version. It, too's got a little bit of a green problem. So it has, I think, a 1/4 magenta in there. So, Joe, here's what I think. Sit tight. Let us do all the dumb stuff here. The manufacturers are so wonderful to us that they give us anything that we want to test out. So they send it in, we try it, I send it out to some of our other vloggers, and when we have that LED solution for replacing our studio strobes, you know I'm going to let you know, right? Absolutely. I'm told it's coming by people who I really trust, but man, I haven't seen it yet. And you have known me for 20 years, and you know I'm not going to stretch the truth over anybody when it comes to investing into photo equipment. So I wish I had better news for you. Play around with some of the quantum stuff, right? The one that I adore is the Quantum Omicron, which is a ring light, and it's not very multi-purpose usable, right? You're not really going to mount a softbox onto that and use it for a main light, but for what it does, it's fabulous. And Joe, if you'd like to borrow one of those Quantum Omicrons, we're about to launch a loaner program here on Discover Mirrorless where friends of the Crockett universe can get their hands on something like that for a couple weeks. So please send an email over to me directly if you could, and let me get you on the list to get an Omicron, and then you tell me how you feel about its CRI as well as other CRI-related LED issues. All right? Thanks, man. Bye.
Hybrid photography, one day at a time.
Become a smarter photographer every day at discovermirrorless.com.
It's free.